Here we go again, back with more Pro Cycling Manager Season 2015 and more of the Africa Cycling Challenge. And of course we have a team of all African riders. We have a bit of a problem in today's episode, of course, seeing that we have two objectives here from our sponsors. Tour of Oman, top 3, and Volta Algarve in Portugal with a top 5 finish. And it's on the same day, and it's both like 5-6 stage races. So seeing, I believe we did Tour of Oman last year as well. I can't remember exactly if we did, but I'm pretty sure we did. But it is the more exciting of the two races. I don't really know which one to drive. We can take a look at them right here. Tour of Oman consists of 3 flat stages, a mountain stage, and a hill stage. I really like the mountain stage because you can see I won it last year. I did drive this last year as well, and ended up beating Nibali actually in this race. So I was pretty good at this point last year. Algarve, I don't think I rode the Algarve last year. Pretty sure I did not, yeah. Consists of a flat stage, a hill stage, a time trial. So it's 3 flat, a hill, and a time trial. So I could put Devil Impi in the Volta Algarve and then put Mighties in Tour of Oman and then do one of them on video and do the other one off video, which I think I will do anyway. So I think I'll just do the Tour of Oman and do the hill stage and the mountain stage here in this video. Let's do that. Okay, so I decided to do the Volta Algarve stage 3 anyway because it's the only important stage, and I thought I could do 3 stages in this video. So we'll start out with this. Favorites list looks as follow. Impi, of course, with I think 75 in hill stats, 73 only. Will be pretty difficult here. Kudos is actually the better of them right now, so I'll probably protect the 2 of them and we'll see what happens at the end. So far Impi is actually in the leader's jersey as he won stage 1 in the sprint, and he got around 4th or 5th on stage 2. So we aren't looking that bad at the moment. Hopefully we can make something happen here and maybe stay with the front coup with Devil Impi as well, meaning it'll all come down to the final time trial. Okay, we're getting to the important part of the stage now. I'm looking at the favorites list. I was thinking to laughing, if he makes it, he's the same hills to me, but apparently he got dropped pretty early on, so he's like 10 minutes or so behind the peloton right now, even though he has the same hills as Devil Impi. Either he's just in bad shape or he just didn't care. Bardet is sitting in the middle of the peloton at the moment, but he is the biggest favorite, of course. Van Mark has dropped off, Ulisse is there, Kirkler is out ahead, he's got attack, Richie Port is in the peloton, Egon, and here is my rider, of course, Devil Impi. He has a decent time trial as well, which will be pretty important for tomorrow. Kudos on the other hand, not the best time trial, but not that much more worse than Impi as well. So we will, of course, try and do our best for both of them here. Kamai coming up here as well now. Him and TINKOFF has been working pretty well so far in the race for Impi, and kudos, and hopefully that can continue throughout the remainder of the race here. Last 16 kilometers here. It isn't a very technical steep finale here. We have Jens Kirkler out in front. Not the best time trial, which is a bit reassuring because a minute ahead at this point is a lot in my opinion. It's FVC who's setting themselves up front right now. I think that's for Torneo. They're riding for Nordhaug. Yeah, Nordhaug is their captain. Sitting a bit far back from my liking for a captain, but apparently that is probably part of their plan. Now I want to go all out on rider, and I think I'm going to go all out on Impi. Meaning that I'm putting Kamai and TINKOFF up front now, and I'm putting kudos on Devil Impi here. And then we'll see what Kamai and TINKOFF can do in the last few flat kilometers here. It does go slightly uphill. Jungels is on my wheel. Jungels, of course, is doing amazing at this point of recording in the Duty Tally. He's in a pink jersey as I'm saying this. He's just won it yesterday. I'm recording this after stage 10 on Wednesday morning. Hausler. So now Impi is closing that gap. I don't want Impi to close that gap. That's stupid from Impi. But yeah, you can't stop them from doing that. It's Kamai, TINKOFF, setting a tough pace right here. Hati, I can just auto him as well, as I have autoed so many riders throughout the states already. Can I take Lamino about 50 seconds or so up front still? I think I'll just auto these 2 riders here, and then they can go to the finish line whatever way they want to. MP now going Valens, Ulisi. Would have liked Kudus to protect him. Kudus has almost not protected MP at all at this stage. 24 seconds or so up to Kirkalea. Valens is sitting in a pretty nice position here. I get almost plugged in by, I think, Küng. Valens, Ulisi. Where is Bardet? Bardet is sitting right here. There goes the Olympi all the way to the right here. It's just about pacing now to the finish line. I don't exactly know what I need to get, if it was top 5 or top 3 or whatever it was. But I know Valens and Ulisi are both good time trial riders, so they'll probably beat me. But if I can stay grouped with top 3 here, Egon Ton, Nordhaug and Impi, I should be better than them. On top of that, I also have bonus seconds. I think this was actually a good race for me here. I think I just maybe have guaranteed myself the sponsor objective. Yeah, so with that, Impi is now 3rd overall, about 30 seconds after Valens and Ulisi, who he will probably not catch on the time trial. But he has a nice gap down to the rest of the peloton. Most worried about guys like Richie Porte, of course, who is a pretty decent time trial rider and can easily gain some time on tomorrow's 35km long time trial. Küng as well, also a very good time trial rider, and there's a lot of other talented riders here who are a bit further behind, but it should still be pretty funny to see what will happen tomorrow. And we did simulate through the time trial and we ended up finishing 4th place apparently. Team Valens seems to be in great shape. He finished 3rd, finished ahead of Taylor Finney, Richie Porte and Cancellara and a lot of other riders like in that caliber. So that is a great performance, puts us up to 2nd overall. We did overtake Ulisi here on the time trial. 2nd overall is definitely the objective fulfilled, meaning we have so far fulfilled all of our sponsor objectives and we're doing great so far this season. Now comes the Tour of Oman, which will be a lot harder since last year we were racing against riders like Nibali and Bardet, for example. Hopefully we can do just as well as last time. Okay, here is the profile for Tour of Oman. It is the only mountain stage and it is a hell of a competition we're up against. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 riders with 80 plus mountain stats. Alberto Contador, Vincenzo Nibali, Chris Froome, TJ Van Garderen, Rafael Majka, Mikel Landa and Miguel Angel Lopez. The only positive is also Valverde and Roland as well, not to belittle them, they're just not 80 plus. The only positive here is Van Garderen is by himself, so that's one rider. Majka will work for Contador, meaning that's Majka out of the picture hopefully. Landa will probably work for Froome, meaning he's out of the picture, that's 2 riders out. And Lopez will probably work for Nibali, that's 3 riders that I don't have to think about. That means I'm probably top 5, 6 favorite maybe, if I'm in good enough shape for it. But all in all, my sponsor objective is the top 3 and this is one of the most important objectives of the summer. There is, not the summer, the season. There is a hill stage tomorrow as well, but I don't think I'll be having a much more chance on that stage than I will here. All of these riders will all be very good as well tomorrow if they're good here. Let's get into the stage and do the final climb. Okay, we're closing to the final climb. It's not a long climb, of course, only around 7-8 kilometers long, but it's a very steep climb. Bernier Mainz is already struggling a bit here because of the great amount of wind and, well, not being in that great shape, which is pretty annoying, of course. So, I put Bernier on Mainz now, Van Rensburg, and Van Rensburg can auto now. And now we start the climb pretty much. On this I get blocked in by every rider here at the start of the climb. So Mightis is the one starting it out. Henao, Sebastian Henao starts as well at the same time. Nibali, Contador, Wilsusi, Froome and all our favorites joining us immediately as well here. As we have started out this climb pretty toughly here with Mightis. Bernier, of course, doing his best to protect. I can't move to the left. I'm stuck behind this giant Alpine rider and Bernier. which is really annoying. We need to get a top 3 finish. Froome is behind me, Maika, Talansky, Landa. A lot of great riders here. Hinao is still up ahead of me. But Nibali and Contador I probably will not catch again. Because if I can keep myself around. Froome is not the greatest hill rider. So if I can stay with him here, meaning I'll probably have a pretty good shot at gaining some time with him on tomorrow's hill stage, which will also be very important. Trofimov is doing really a great job still sitting here at this point. So is Hinao. I was not expecting Sebastian Hinao to do such a good job. I know he's at around the same stats as me, but I still expect to do better than he did. Other than that, I mean, there's spotted in Tite van Garderen, in Lopez, in Mikel Landa, in Hesjedal, Roland as well, wherever they are. I expect them to do better at least than this. There goes Froome. He goes past me as we catch up with him now. I'm slowing down a bit here. Then I'm using my energy here at the end instead to go past them. Van Garderen finally joins us here with Valverde coming up behind us as well now. I'm moving to the right, plugging them in. Oh, they're all struggling here, but I'll take third and I'll take the bonus things as well. Contador and Nibali were too far to reach, they're 2 minutes ahead. So now I just need to finish in front of these 3 riders here on the next stage and not lose too much time to Valverde, who's of course a great hill rider. And then I'll actually have a realistic shot at finishing top 3 here against all of these great riders. Okay, so this is the results coming into stage 5 and the deciding stage of the Tour of Oman. Mine is of course in 3rd place because of bonus seconds. It could have not been a mass sprint here, but as long as whoever it was, I think it was Froome and Hinao. Van Garderen lost a bit of time at the end, so he's a bit further back, but Froome and Hinao can end in top 3 and get bonus seconds, or they can get away from me here. They're not the best hill riders, you can see, neither of them are actually here on this list. So Valverde was about a minute or so behind me, so I'm not too worried about him, but I know Valverde is a great rider and I can't let him away on a stage like this. Hopefully it won't happen. Let's get into the stage and see it. Okay, so we're coming into the deciding part of the stage. We're just going over the first little climb here. These 2 climbs are actually going to be pretty tough. We have Danny and Mike is the only 2 riders remaining because I just let all the other riders go. I'm going to make a bit of a move on the next climb here, not the small one here of course, but on the next one I'll try and go a bit fast just to see, to tie out some riders here. You can see some riders who didn't make it in the front group trying to get back up again. Mikel Landa for example, some of the riders who have been dropped, Hesjedal as well. There are some top 10 riders here who didn't make it. Isagia of course now working for Contador. And here goes Mindis all the way to the right here. It's a bit of a downhill here where we can start picking up some speed before heading into this climb. We get into it first, which is always nice. Quintana is here. Of course it's Dyer Quintana, actually follows Nairo Quintana for a second. Behind is Isagira, Oliveira, Contador, Van Poppel. So we do drop the other riders here for a second or so. Well, this is pretty good news for me, honestly. Berhanet gets caught a bit behind the 2 breakaway riders. There's still 2 out ahead, Paluta and Calmeyane. And now Mainz is going solo up to them. At least he's trying to. I don't care too much if I get caught. I just don't want, what's it called, to get dropped from the other side. I'm coming them. I'm attacking before they can attack me. That's my strategy right here. We're catching up with one of the riders already here. There's still around 500 meters to the top. Now there's still 5 riders behind me. Van Garderen, Isagia, Nibali, Hinao, Contador. So Froome isn't there. And who was the other rider who was also a threat to me? Hinao is there, but Van Garderen isn't there. So it's pretty much Hinao I have to worry about right now. Froome is right back here. So he's not that far behind. Valverde couldn't make it with the front group here. I don't know if he was caught in the wrong place at the wrong time or what happened for Valverde here. So I'm going to relax here. Take water as well. So now I have Van Garderen with me. He's about 18 seconds or so after me. But we have about a minute gap to the Pelton as well. And we can probably work together pretty decently. Van Garderen seems really likely here. I'm just going to get water to annoy him. And let Van Garderen do most of the work in front here. Contador and Nibali now is it behind me. Froome, it's a small time trial here between the two climbs. And now we're heading to the last climb here. Mind this, Van Garderen immediately on my wheel. Kalmehani will probably not stay there for that long. I don't think he has the energy to do so. Contador, Henao and Nibali is it. I'm a bit worried about dying out right now because it's only 1.5 to the top here. And I don't have, there's still 1.5 to the top here and I don't have that much energy left at the moment. And there comes Contador. I think Henao and Van Garderen is still pretty close to me as well. I think I like to end up in 4th place here because I'm pretty much dead at the moment here. Come on, 200 meters more. Just stay with Van Garderen here. Just stay with him. Oh, it would have been nice if I could stay with Contador as well here. But instead it's probably going to come down to a little duel between if I can just stay on Van Garderen's wheel on the downhill here. I don't think there's enough bonus seconds for him actually. Which means, oh now Henao is coming as well. If Henao gets second here and I don't get any bonus seconds, I actually think he'll overtake me and take 1st place here. Contador is running away with this. None of us can beat Contador right here. But the rest of the placement is all up for grabs. Froome isn't here. It's Sagan actually doing pretty well here. Henao leading out. So now it comes down to a sprint here. Van Garderen is being a bit dropped. I think is this an attack from Henao? He didn't get away, but he cost some energy for me, for my sprint. I don't care about Van Garderen or Nibali winning. I just don't want Henao to win this. Contador is closing in now. And here starts the sprint. Okay, I'm going past Henao, yes. So I'm probably going to get 2nd or 3rd here compared to how Van Garderen does here. Actually now I just... Okay, he's dead as well. If he just sprinted past me and got a time gap as well, that would be so sad for me. Oh no, Henao is coming back. This is so nerve-wracking for me. Please, Contador, just go over the finish line so I can see the finale here. If he now overtakes both of us now, gets 2nd and I get overtaken Van Garderen here and I get 4th place. Blocking him in. I don't hope there was not a time gap there. Sagan actually got 50, almost overtook me. If I get this by like 2 seconds or so now, I'll be so happy because I think I got 4 bonus seconds and he got 6 bonus seconds. If that's what decides this 3rd place finish of Tour of mine, I'll be so happy. I don't care at all that I plugged him in, and that's probably not the fairest of plays, but who cares about that at all? Sprint from Berhane here for, yeah, whatever place that is. And that's it. We didn't really care too much about our other riders other than I could have probably also Berhane instead of just setting him to do nothing for the rest of the stage. Probably could have gone a pretty decent finish if I just let him do whatever he wanted to do. So, in the end, I didn't get a time gap up to Henao, which means that I will finish in 3rd place. There's a flat stage tomorrow, I believe, which won't matter at all because it'll probably be between the sprinters. Contador will win it ahead of Nibali. I will take 3rd, which is really important because sponsors wanted us to get a top 3 finish here. Didn't win it this year, but I still think we did a great job. Let's simulate through the final two stages and see our new finances. Okay, so these are the end results of the Tour of Oman. Froome in 6th place, ahead of Sagan in 7th place, ahead of Alberto in 8th place. On a mountain, in a stage which is a mountain, you do not expect Sagan just squeezing in between, while it's like Van Garderen, Froome, Valverde, Roland and so on. But really impressive by Peter Sagan, finishing 7th overall. More importantly is I finished 4 seconds ahead of Finau and around 23 seconds ahead of Titi Van Garderen in 5th place, putting me 3rd overall. And of course also in Volta Algarve we finished 2nd overall, so we did complete both of our objectives here. We got another little bit of money to our pocket. It hasn't updated yet, but you can see here the Olympic top 3, we only need to get top 5, and we did finish top 3 in the Tour of Oman as well. Next up we have to go through an entire month of races. I mean the next up will be the Criterium International. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for more Pro Cycling Mania Season 2015. Goodbye.